Hey, what's up everybody? I'm desperately trying to work through my backlog of videos to get you guys plenty of Paladin Warrior content before Season 3 launches. So here's another set of videos for Warlock Druid. So I didn't have a lot of high quality wins against this comp, so I decided I'm just going to kind of do a stream of consciousness commentary on these. So generally what you're going to want to do, right, is just run in and start dispelling immediately, because the Warlock's going to jump right on top of your warrior. Typically we have the warrior charge the Warlock just to allow me to get into position and then hit up the Druid when he comes out of stealth. But you're going to want to use line of sight to the best of your advantage and just dispel the warrior as best you can. I like to throw out a little bit of damage on the Druid, as well as hodging the lock when I can, just to buy us some additional time. And just continuously enable your warrior with freedoms and everything that you can do to keep him on that Druid and pump the damage. You're kind of on a timer against this comp. It's a little bit harder to get off drinks and things like that due to those dots just constantly ticking on your warrior. So we like to play pretty aggro. You can do all the typical tricks that you do against a Warlock. There you saw me exercise the pet and throw a holy shock on him. That's just trying to generate some extra pressure on the Warlock, since they have that health bind with their pet. When you cleave their pet, it deals some damage to them. Also puts a little bit of pressure on that Druid to heal the pet. Here it looks like we're just really struggling to finish off the Druid there. I really should have been up helping Cap kill this guy. Like, it was like a 1% survive into a 9 volt, and I think we ended up losing this game. So the main problem is he got a hard cast Cyclone off there, and that really set us behind, because Cap had already used Trinket on NS Cyclone before. But in general, right, I mean, the thing you're going for is just continuous dispel management. The longer the fight goes on, the more at risk you are of losing. You're never really going to out-sustain a Druid with his innervates combined with like all this dot rotting from the Warlock. But again, especially after you use your bubble and trinket, what you want to be looking for is those hodges. You see I just hodged the lock there again real quick to just help mitigate some damage and interrupt Phearz. You can also ask your warrior to try and throw in some cheeky pummels on the Phearz if you're in a desperate position. It's going to be pretty hard for him to react to that, and I like to let my warrior keep his pummel when he can, just to let him kick Nature Dam or whatever. Or heals rather. Another thing you can do that's pretty helpful for the Paladin, if you're a warrior watching this, is when things are kind of getting down to the wire and that pet is spell locking and doing all this like really annoying stuff to your Paladin, taunt goes a long way. So you could either set up a macro swords to taunt the Fell Hunter, or just have, you know, like whatever you're used to. A lot of Warlocks will react pretty well to that, and you know, re-attack the Paladin. But another thing you can do is also challenging shout, right, for an additional taunt to distract that pet from putting pressure on your Paladin. Another thing that you'll run into from really high MMR Warlocks is using Feldom to generate a second pet, which also resets the cooldowns because it counts as a new pet. So what you can end up in is this situation where you get kicked by the pet, and the Warlock offensively Feldoms a second pet to spell lock you again. And trust me, the first time you see it, you'll know it, because you're like, wait, what? I just got back-to-back kicked by a pet. The other thing they can do, right, is if you have the pet hodged or feared or whatever, they can do essentially the same thing. I'm always looking for those cheeky Phearz on the pet whenever you can get them, but they're pretty difficult to get sometimes. As always, you're just going to use your bubble really at this key point, likely to heal the warrior. If the Warlock knows what he's doing, he's just really not going to target you. He's going to put all the pressure onto your warrior. And then occasionally that slow curse, you want to break that with Phearz, so keep an eye out for that. You know, just pretty much just like cleansing a hamstring or something to that effect, or a mage root. I'll tell you though, if you can really stay on top of your dispels, your warrior will thank you, because the more up to speed you are on dispels, the more likely you are to get a death coil dispelled or something instantly that might have cost your warrior's trinket. With that, I'll add, against this comp, killing pet actually is viable. We don't do it too often unless we're under certain circumstances, but we do occasionally hard swap pet and kill it. The best thing to follow that up with is to immediately get on the Warlock, and the warrior needs to kick the Feldom summon, or you need to hodge the Warlock into kicking the Feldom summon. If he gets that second pet out, it's actually just so hard to finish out the game. But if you do get it, kill the lock, because he's just gonna fall over. I would encourage you in your games to try out both things, right? Try out training Druid, try out, you know, kind of more of a sustain-oriented game where your warrior's training Druid, but you're trying to line the Warlock, etc. And then maybe on a map like Blade's Edge, or I'm sorry, not Blade's Edge, but the Nagrand Arena, where the Druid can really easily run around pillars, try killing pet and going Warlock and see how far that is for you and just what you like best as a team. So thanks for watching, guys. I know a lot of my content seems kind of rushed right now, but I just want to give out as many tips and as much footage as I can to help you guys going into Season 3. I hope these videos are still helping you. Let me know, like in the comments or in the Discord, like kind of what format you like best. Do you like the stream of consciousness commentary across the whole video, or the replays? I can do that. Do you want me to like break down individual matches at length? Whatever you guys want, I'm here to do it. Just let me know. If you're a fan of kind of the longer guide format where I have commentary and point out advantages and disadvantages and all that, I can continue to do those. This just take a lot more effort and time to put together. So it's not that I'm not going to do more of those in the future. It's just a matter of quantity right now. I just have way too much video to get through and cut and all that. So appreciate you guys checking things out, sticking with me, and supporting the channel. And good luck in your last season, or your last week of Season 2 here. I wish you the best. May you all get your dualistic glad titles you're looking for, and I'll catch you later.
Be taken this. Shadow Ward. Be taken this. Cyclone. Success. Fear. Success. Barkskin. Imp Curse. Fear. Success. Cyclone. Nature's Witness.